Hi everyone, my name is Jesse and I listen to video game music for the first time. Today we're going to be checking out the return of Yu-Gi-Oh! I've only checked this out one time before, a couple months ago, but it wasn't this game, so this is kind of a debut. This is Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, 3 songs in one video. We are going to be checking out Keycard Theme 10, 15, and the Climax Theme 11. These are requested by JV Doc and Dreamer Galaxius, and this is all from the composer Yasunori Nishiki from Octopath, and also recently just heard him in Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, so he's all over the place. But I got a lot of requests for Master Duel as soon as I did that one Yu-Gi-Oh video, so this is highly requested. So it's been a while since I've done 3 songs, so let's go. It's gonna be a while. Keycard Theme 10, love the artwork by the way. Oh, and from the channel Entertainment Duelist, all of them. Alright. Only thing I remember from that first Yu-Gi-Oh song is it was kind of like energetic, like electronic stuff. Kind of took me by surprise. Anyways, Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, Keycard Theme 10. Wow, that is a very crystal clear signal. Oh, this is fairly recent. Is it 2020 or 2023? Let's find out. Kind of has like a Spanish flair to it. Bagpipes? Looking up when it was released. Konami, digital card game. 2022. I don't know if it's because I've been listening to a lot of Xenoblade lately, but it kind of reminds me of Xenoblade. That kind of like outdoor feel. Okay. Pretty clean guitar work there. Does it say who the guitarist is? Does Yasunori Nishiki play guitar? Has Yu-Gi-Oh! Always been Konami or just the game stuff? I forget which came first. Also, let me know if this theme is relating to this character that we see on screen. It's like FF11 and Xenoblade combined. Sick. The guitar is mixed really well. It's not overbearing. It's like a perfect sound to it. I like the little animated picture too. The ring around him is animated, and the letters. It kind of also sounds like stuff I would hear in like Spyro the Dragon or like Ratchet and Clank, but obviously it's more, slightly more intense, but just more of the feel. It's a card game, so I don't know if I'll be getting any like settings in mind besides just outdoors. Oh, it's kind of a short loop. Those are strummed octaves. We have two more after this. I think we have one more loop. It sounds like a, maybe like a, I don't want to say random encounter, but it sounds like a low level fight. Like the energy is up, but it's not crazy. It's just kind of, it's a card game. So I would have to assume this is like when you're actually facing someone. Versus music is what it sounds like to me. But calm. I like the claps. I like all the percussion here. It's very organic. It's a very rhythmic song. Okay. Good introduction to Master Duel. Learn to fade out your videos. Okay, well, I don't know how much I'm going to talk about them between each song because there's three of them, but basically, I know close to nothing on Yu-Gi-Oh! I just know it's a very popular series of, oh god, I'm sure people answered me last time, but I don't remember. But something along the lines of like, it's an anime, card game, games, so it's like a huge, you know, collection of media. But I think it's all centered around cards. I don't know if that's correct, or maybe just the games are. I don't know. But this one, I read right here when I was reading when it was released, and it said digital card game. 20 years, damn, it's been around that long. Oh, it's a free-to-play cross-platform strategy card game. Oh, this is fun. So, I don't know anything about like cards besides like just recently I started to like get into cards through RPGs, mostly Final Fantasy. Right, I had like Triple Triad and Tetra Master and now Queen's Blood too. But before that, like I never ever did anything card related, and it's like a whole foreign world and how many variances of games there are with cards. It sounds fun though, but I don't know how they work in a digital sense. And it makes me wonder, like just how good, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but like just how good can a card game be to be like this popular? But again, I don't know if it's like the main focus of Yu-Gi-Oh! Or if it's just another side thing. Or maybe it's a total side thing. Maybe it's like a spin-off. You have to remember, I don't know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh! But the music, very outdoorsy, little nature. You know, I've been listening to a lot of Xenoblade lately. Chronicles DE. And a lot of it has that sort of outdoor kind of jubilant adventure outside, let's go hike type of song or type of music, and I'm hearing it here. But one thing I can't deny is every time I've heard this composer, it's hard to say. Like, some composers have their own, I guess, sound, for lack of a better word. But with Yasunori Nishiki, for him, it's more of like he has a certain quality, and that quality is just high quality. So I wouldn't say like I recognize, at least not yet, his melodies or his chord progressions It's more like if it sounds really clean and just expertly mixed, I feel like that's his thing. At least so far. I haven't heard too much of him yet. Maybe like, I don't know, less than 10 songs, something like that. But I've noticed throughout all of it, he has a very clean, crisp sound. And that in itself is worthy because, I mean, if it doesn't sound good, then you're being carried by the melodies and everything else. But if it sounds good and you got the melodies, then, you know, you got the makings of a legend in the making. So cool, we still have 2 more to go. Let me know if that song is at all related to this character right here. And what does key card mean? Because we're going to do another one. Key card 15. Look at this artwork, man. Damn. This one's 6 minutes. These both seem to be extended, so they're just going to loop quite a bit. So let's get familiar with key card theme 15. Let's go. Card game music. I also noticed he likes world instruments. Interesting percussions, flutes, stuff like that. Vocals. There's like a little hint of metal too. Like he's taking the idea of what could have been a metal song, but put other instruments there. Like that could have easily been a lead guitar. Bongos. Oh, this is a short loop. Oh well. At least we can just kind of immerse ourselves in it. I like the vocal touch. Adds a little bit of flair to it. See, this one has a more intense. So it feels like this. It feels like it's. I don't know if the song is related to the first one, but it feels now more intense, like more of a significant foe. Damn. Woo. Cool. Yeah, it's a short loop. I love that kick. Just keeping that energy, like it doesn't ever let up, even though it starts over here. It's good for the loop and it's good for an intro because it's just you feel the instant ride we're about to go on. So each loop is about 1.5 minutes or so. So it goes from percussion violin, I think, and then the vocals, and now we get this flute. I'm not sure if it's a violin. It could be the family of the violin, so like a fiddle or viola. Vocals come back. Electric guitars. And then this is the coolest part. This like scale run. No breaks in between either. It's so progressive. That's cool. That's cool for two reasons. One, you don't often hear just long runs like that with like no pause, just like a long phrase of notes. So it just sounds like a constant stream. But in the background, we have a rhythm guitar breaking up the rhythm. So it's like we have a staccato sound and a legato sound combined. Or like loose and tight, I guess is a way to like musically put that. Try to catch it next time. You'll know. The lead is non-stop, flowing. Think of it like walking along like a riverbed or something. The water is flowing, and then you're like jumping on the rocks, and the rocks are the power chords, rhythm breaking it up. If that makes any sense. Not yet. It's coming though. Should be right here. That's sick. Two rhythmic ideas at the same time. Cool. Super cool. Also sounds outside. It sounds like we're now deeper into the outside, whatever it is. We're in the mountaintops now. I don't know if it has anything to do with this character, because this character has... I don't get that sound at all from that character. Alright. I have to... It's so jarring to just stop it like that, but that's how it is. Okay. So, second keycard theme. Now, I don't know if there's a key card 11, 12, 13, 14. This is just the way they were requested. But so we went from 10 to 15, and then next we're going to go to a climax one, so it's not a key card theme. This one, I'm guessing the artwork is just a preference of the channel, but let me know if it is again relating to this character, because I don't hear that at all seeing this. I think very orchestral and big, crazy final boss looking at that. Whereas this song sounded more like I'm outside, like at a Renaissance fair, and passing by. You know, it sounds a little. It sounds kind of like the first one, but just a totally different energy, but the same sort of. You know what I mean? Like just outdoorsy, but this one had a, like I said, a cool rhythmic thing, where it was just like showing hints of metal, like it was getting a little more oomph, you know, dun dun da 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 dun. But the whole focus was that little, I guess let's just call it a violin for now, but you know, it's just completely doing all these runs, which is cool. You know, it's not like mindlessly shredding. It's just, you know, doing very concise notes in very specific spots, basically going up and down a scale. And everything else around it is what's making it stand out even more, because that's just going over and over, doing the same notes pretty much over and over, while the drum beat keeps interesting, the rhythm guitar keeps it interesting, and everything else. I think the flute, I think it kind of like duetted with the flute at some point. It's hard to, it was kind of hard to tell. But yeah, basically what I said earlier is I really enjoyed the two rhythmic ideas during that like kind of apex section of the song at the end of the loop, where the flow of notes and the rhythmic electric guitar kind of breaking it up, so you can choose how you want to experience it, I guess. And the only way I can explain that is, I should have done it, but like, if you were, you know, just jamming out, listening to the song, you can physically look okay both ways. So if you were just going like do 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 do, you know, you're just following the lead, you're like swaying along, but you can also go like da 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 da. You know what I mean? It's weird, but it's the things I think about, and what makes music so alive. So yeah, very cool. Third one. Now this looks like serious business here. Climax theme 11. Also extended, so a couple of loops, which means I'm probably going to have to fade this one out on my own. Okay, well, I can only assume something with climax in the title. This is going to sound the most extreme out of all of them. And that's it. So let's just assume this is going to be wild. Climax theme number 11. Oh man, the drums are so good. Everything, but the drums is brilliant. Electric guitar and the keyboard doing the same lead. The lead is the keyboard's harder to hear though. It's more on the side. Still melodic though. It's not crazy. Ooh, the bass guitar in this one's pretty cool. It's hard to hear though. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. That was tight. Whew. That's gonna be a fun loop every time. Oh, I love the melodic energy. It's intense, but it's super chill. Again, with the whole smooth, clean signal, like the guitar sounds perfect. Like too perfect. Sounds so smooth. I wonder who the guitarist is. Yeah, so this is mostly like the lead electric guitar, but the keyboard is doing the same exact thing. It's just turned down. You have to hear it on the left side. That is so dope. Oh, and then it continues. Ooh! Now I'm listening to the strings. Sick. Damn, dude. That is a great... We have 3 more minutes of this, so it's probably like another 2 more times. That's a great loop. Great ending to the loop. That reminds me of when you go to see like a rock show and when they end the song live and they just kind of do these fills, get the crowd going. So that time I was listening to the strings during that like piano solo. I'm gonna do that again. I want to try to pay attention to the strings. They add a cool like ambience to it. What I like about this though, it's very memorable. All of them. Even though I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot what the other 2 sound like. Because I'm invested in this one, they all had a specific memorable quality to them. Oh, we're back here already? That was quick. Alright. Strings. Strings coming in hot. Subtle. Subtle. Still going, by the way. Alright, this next loop, I'm just gonna listen. I'm just gonna pay attention to the drums. Let's just groove out. I've heard everything in each loop. Now it's the drum's turn. That piano's great, though. That's the main thing in this one. Lovely dynamics, cutting the energy, bringing it back. Yeah, Nishi's pretty good, dude. Drums. We're paying attention to the drums. Okay. I'm gonna fade it out on my own. Hey, future Jesse here in the editing room, which is the same room. Just wanted to say that as I was editing, I noticed that these songs have like complete versions, and I've just been hearing like little phases in between. So I'm just gonna do it right this time, and I'm gonna rehear all three of them, which each one consists of a dual theme, a keycard theme, and a climax. And it's not just the same loop over and over. So even though I just heard them not too long ago, I'm going to re-experience them, but their whole phases. So I did not know that before I started the video. Anyways, let's resume with this now long video. Complete theme 10. So dual, keycard, climax, etc. Let's go. Get to re-experience it. Not sure why I wasn't. Well, never mind, doesn't matter. I was like scrambling because I was like, I finished editing the other one, or this one that you're watching now, and realized there's more. At least I caught it. So if I recall, because I just heard this maybe 2 hours ago, by the time you were watching this was the one that sounded very outdoorsy, and I said sounded like Xenoblade. But that was the key card, so it's the next phase. So we have the dual theme. It's gonna be weird seeing like past Jesse and future Jesse edited. Should mention these are all the same channel, so. Oh. Okay. So I just heard this about 2 hours ago, but now we can kind of experience it a different way. It's interesting, right? Like, we had a reaction, now it's a retelling of a reaction. Which is also funny because once I heard the other two songs after this one, I kind of forgot what this one sounded like. This is gonna be a weird video, but hey, gotta do it right. Okay, this is the one that had the hi-hats and the kind of sounds like a bagpipe. No loops this time, I'm guessing. I think I might have said something along the lines like this, like there's like a phase transition or something. Like, also I wonder why they don't have titles; they're just numbers. Theme 10. Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, yeah, now it's a nice progression from the first one. Climax. So originally in the original video, the same video, I thought the numbers progress, like 10 goes to another number, but it seems like each number has their own segments. Nice. It's not a bagpipe, but I know the name of it, I just can't think of it. Okay. Duel keycard climax. Alright, let me talk very briefly since I already been yapping. So this time now I've heard all complete of 10, so I'll do complete 15 and then 11. Yeah, it all makes sense now, right? Like I can see how one goes into two. One seems very, or the duel seems very much like an introduction, just like a quick, here's the chord progression, here's the key, and boom, then key card, which I'm not sure what that entails, but obviously it's picked up, and then a climax, which I can only assume is towards the end of the video, or not the video, the end of the song, or the end of the fight, or something like that, and yeah, that's about it. So that was really cool, and it's nice to hear it complete because I can see how that would have been awkward to see this video and people were like, why didn't you hear the other ones? Stuff like that happens to me all the time on the channel, but I don't really control, like, you know, I just do whatever gets sent to me. So you're welcome. Now this is the one that had the vocals, the vocals. And that was also the keycard theme. So the duel and the climax are going to be new to me. 15. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really excited to hear 11 complete. But they're all good. And I don't mind either. It's not like I'm like, oh god, I have to do the, you know, it's like, what's more music for me? It's just slightly more editing and pushed back on when it releases, so. Again, this whatever the duel phase is or the duel theme, it seems like it's preparation, that kind of thing. If I had to take a shot in the dark, maybe choosing your deck, something like that. That's what's in my head. Like menus, sorting, pick your card, you know what I mean? But it's called duel theme, so I feel like that's already happening. I don't know. And then this, I heard. This is a really nice sounding soundtrack. It sounds beautiful. So I heard this. I'm treating this like it's a separate video, but it's the same video. It's just future me. See, that first one now enhances this one a lot more. It feels like I'm hearing it for the first time again. Very curious to what the climax is going to be to this. This sounds like it could be a climax theme. Oh yeah, this one. The river walking analogy. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, if it's like this in this phase, I can't imagine the climax. Love the bongos there. You never hear bongos and violins together. Well, not often. This is new to me. Whoa. That got heavy. But yeah, I wanted to keep my original reactions in the video, since those are the main focus of this channel. See, originally I said that this theme didn't really, to me, fit this character if it's tied to the character. Now it does. I even said it sounds like, when I think of this character, I think of like this orchestral big sound. So it's nice to see what I hear in my head here. Sick percussion. Okay. Well, before we get on to 11, yeah, see that one, all I'm going to say here is like, hearing the first section of that made the second one shine so much more, and of course the third. But I do remember specifically saying, I'm like, if these songs are attached to these characters in the thumbnail, then at first I didn't really hear with this. Like, that sounded to me more like the third one, which now I feel like that's been satisfied. I mean, it's great. It's everything pretty much that I've said about the songs already still apply, really. It's just great. This one I'm pretty curious on. Not gonna lie, because this one is interesting. This one I heard the climax. So we're gonna hear the whole build up to it. Okay. Kind of nervous. Complete 11. This is the one with that jazzy piano. Wasn't expecting this intro. Now knowing how it ends. That's there though. That little... That technological sound I was talking about. Sounds like computers. That actually kind of sounds like a Masashi Hamauzu kind of melody in the background. Whoa! Speaking of Hamauzu, that sounded like Mako Reactor. Just that little section. That really reminded me of Mako Reactor from FF7. By the way, before anyone corrects me, I know Nobuo Uematsu wrote that. Light guitars. Okay, we're getting ready for key card. Okay. Let me know if in the game these songs go right into each other just like this, or if they loop for a while, maybe take a break in between, and then the next one starts. Oh, it's a gallop. So this one, the technological sound stays throughout all of them. I know that guitar is in the third one. That's a cool soundtrack. I need to hear more Master Duel. Although in this one, 11, it seems like Phase 1 and Phase 2, I'm just going to call them Phase 1 and Phase 2, or Duel and Keycard, they both sound like just one giant build-up. Like they sound like they could have been the first. 1 and 2 could have been the same song. The guitar is the only really, like, different factor. Still cool, though. The climax one of this one really stands out because it doesn't sound like the first two, minus the guitar. Alright, now, one of the cool parts coming up. Yeah, these both just felt like a big build-up. Oh. That's the channel that makes it that way. I could tell it was supposed to bleed into it. Oh well. Could use our imagination. It's like a hard fade. So in that case, they probably all sound like one giant song. And it's just dynamic. I am not complaining that I get to hear this again. We focus on the drums, we focus on the violins. Let's go back to that cool piano part. Dun, 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 dun. The guitar crying. That's so good, dude. That's like so unique. And then the descending pattern. Yeah, dude, when it all comes together, it's like, woo! Yeah. See, even the way like the video fades out in these songs, yeah, I could tell that the fading and the transitioning could use a little work. But let me know how this actually played. All I'll say about this is that I'm absolutely glad I heard him this way in the same video. Well, not the same video, but a couple hours later, because it kind of just brings it all together. And everything else I said still applies, plus the fact that we now have more to them that just complete the series, you know. But everything still applies. So I'll go back to past Jesse to finish the video. I'm sure he's talking about some nonsense. Yeah, fading out is hard. Yeah, okay. Damn. Okay. Mind you, it's already hard to remember one song after I've heard it, let alone three. But I can tell you from as a whole, all three of them had a quality of like a strong melody that I could hold on to. Right now, this one's fresh, so I only hear this one right now. Da-na-na-na, you know. But not only that, it had the piano melody that was memorable, and then the drum fills are memorable, and the strings are memorable. But they each had their own, you know, thing. Now, I don't know if it was given to me this way to kind of progress the feeling of the music, but at least it felt that way to me. I did say at the beginning, the first song felt like a kind of mild fight, a kind of generic fight, if you will. The second one sounded a little more intense, more important, bigger enemy, that kind of thing. Now this one could be a boss. It's kind of vague, but it definitely sounded like, well, we need to be paying attention now because, you know, the energy is getting higher and higher, and now we have these pianos that are kind of tense. It's not so cheerful sounding anymore. Now it's a little, you know what I mean? And this one didn't really sound like outdoorsy at all. This time I'm looking at this character and I'm thinking purely mechanical inside, even cosmic as well, which is the opposite of inside. But, you know, just thinking more dark colors and I don't want to say factory, but, you know, just the whole like it just sounded a little like technological to me. Oh, that was great though. You know, I love I think the highlight, of course, was the piano solo and this just kind of long phrase of it heading into the end of the loop. So it's very simple, right? It starts off very simple, goes into this immediate hook of a guitar riff that just gets stuck in your head immediately. Da-na-na-na. Hangs out for a bit, and then boom, piano part, and then the drums fill it in, and then we start over. I would say that's probably my, well, I don't say favorite, but it was the most memorable, but also just happened. But it just had a lot of cool ideas. I don't think I've ever heard, well, let me rephrase. It's kind of rare to hear stuff like that, like very jazzy musical ideas in video games, because I feel like it's a pretty bold decision. But I think if the game is like if it's not a game where there's action involved, again, I don't know. When I think digital card game, I think we're just like looking down and we're literally seeing cards like what is it, like Hearthstone or something like that. That's what I'm seeing in my head. Like that kind of layout. So if that's the case, maybe the music has more of a chance to experiment and do more because the action, this is me assuming a lot of stuff. I'm just guessing. If I were to guess, I'm putting myself in a position of a composer, which this is why I'm not as professional as these guys, but if I was to see like this image of what this game constantly looks like, since I don't have a setting or character in mind, then my brain would default to just, hey, just do whatever you want. You know, as long as it sounds cool, then it can just universally go here all the time. So it's hard to say, you know, like the music at the beginning sounded outdoorsy, And then we have these 3 characters that we've seen who may or may not have anything to do with them at all. And it's a card game, so like there's a lot of confusion here, but musically, of course, I'm just impressed. That was great. It lived up to the hype. You have to remember, people always get excited for things they love, right? I see it every day. People are like, oh, we have to check this out. You have to check this out. Well, next you have to do, et cetera, et cetera. So when I put Yu-Gi-Oh out there, I had a feeling there was going to be a, whoa, Yu-Gi-Oh, what do you mean? That kind of thing. But it was kind of unanimous. Like, even in non-Yu-Gi-Oh videos, people still talk about, like, Master Duel, Master Duel. So, we'll see. But I see the, well, what I was getting at is it's nice when the hype lives up to it. And it's not just, like, yeah, that was cool. No, that was great. That was great. And it just helped that I really like the composer. He's someone that I just recently discovered, and I've been really liking their stuff and how diverse they are, right? Grand Blue Fantasy, Octopath Traveler, this. And I know they've done other stuff, but I can't think, but always sounds top-notch. Like, I feel like if you hire them, your soundtrack will sound good. Whew. All right, so let me know whatever you want to tell me about Master Duel. What were those songs about? Did they have anything to do with anything? And yeah, that was great. Which one was your favorite? I really liked the third one, but they were all good. And let me know who the guitarist is and the piano player. I don't think that's all him, but if it is, damn. Thank you, JV Doc and Dreamer Galaxius. Thank you to my patrons that are right here. I couldn't be here without them. Thank you to my Platinum members. Thanks to you for watching. My name is Jesse in the auditorium. Later.